Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today it's Monday. It's blowing a gale outside at the moment. So if you can hear windows rattling, don't worry about it. You might also hear car doors rattling. Yes, I'm very excited about my second channel, BonBonB 2. Lots of project cars racing going on over there. If you want to watch it, I'll make sure that the link is in the description down below. Do come and subscribe and catch me not winning very many races. Now today we have got a stunner of a map from a creator who used to be one of my favourites. They're not anymore, but I'll talk more about that as the show goes on. I might be joking a little bit, and if you like joking a little bit, well, you know what to do. That's right, joking a little bit about hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Today's map is Lake Amsvartnir by Waftthrudnir. Yes, Waftthrudnir. We have done Waftthrudnir 7 times in the past and they have done very well indeed. There's your start square. Everything is good with that start square. You will see when we get down there. Let's check out those terrain heights, shall we? And it's realistic. Valley, a double valley even, and looks good from here. There's your resources, again very workable. Everything is where you kind of want it to be as well. Very nice. And off to the workshop. No DLC is required. You will need network extensions too, otherwise this map will be broken. And there is a medium-ish length list of things to subscribe to. We'll be using the Stray Cats theme Homecoming theme and the Relight to Average LUT. Let's have a little look at that one-click collection, shall we? So first of all, you got the map at the top, so it's one less thing really, and then the theme, and then you've got network extensions. Unlimited trees, because there are a lot of trees here. And then we've got a few bits and pieces. Yeah, a couple of networks, and then some trees, some rocks, a couple of bridges and tunnel entrances. It's all beautifully used. Okay, so I'll just say that right now. Everything looks, and this is Waftthrudnir, right? So 7 times we've done them. Twice they've got 14 stars. Twice they've got 13 stars. And they've got a 12, 11 and a 10. And 10 is still a good score, yeah? Well, I think we'll all accept 10 as a good score. But that's their bad map. Anyway, as I was saying, Waftthrudnir used to be one of my, if not my favourite creator. And this map, they're dead to me. They're absolutely dead to me. Now, why? Why would I say such a mean thing? Well, I was planning on doing a new map this year. I was thinking, make a good series out of it. Just got to find the perfect location. I knew exactly what I had in mind. Just had to find the right location. I was going to work from a terrain party map. Oh, here's your first intersection. And look at how beautiful this is. This is just so succulent, isn't it? It's really nice. Now, if we were to carry along this highway, that would take us down the quick route to the start square. Oh, just look at the lane merging. Oh, it's so slick and beautiful. That would take us down to the start square via the highway, but we're going to nip inland to take a more scenic route. The whole map is scenic, so you're going to love this. You're going to love it. Yeah, so where were we? Yes, I was looking for the perfect location for a map. I had certain things I wanted specifically in the map, and I've been like looking on Terrain Party, dipping in from here and there, and checking out various locations. Second intersection here. This one leads to a national road, which we're going to follow. It's not the quickest route, but we're following it because of scenery. That's all, and it will take us to the start square. So right, yes, anyway, long story short, when I opened this map up, I thought, you absolute sod. Waftthrudnir has found my perfect location. This is pretty much what I had in mind for my next map. And yeah, I can't match this. This is exceptional. This is an absolutely exceptional map. So when I do my next map, oh, I said do. Oh, sorry, toilet joke there. Dirt road, we'll check that out later. That does go somewhere interesting. We'll come back to that. So yes, when I do do my my next map, which may be this year, will hopefully be this year, time permitting and all that, I'm probably going to have to go with a new plan, because I'm going to say this is it. What you're seeing here, this is actually, I'm going to change the name Waftthrudnir to BonBonB, and then you'll see that I was right. Anyway, there's your start square. Looks a little bit like that, just a half of the lake on the right there and the river running into it, and over here we have got something little, but not too little. It's the JP Hoshino Coffee, and then some Japanese, which is a Hoshino Coffee, I think that's how it was. Hand drip sign outside. I love that. It's very, very, very naughty. It's not meant to be naughty, but in my head it is. And it's by Koma, because we love Koma. And factoids, because factoids. Here's one for those of us over the age of 35. The American swimmer Mark Spitz was born on this day in 1950, in February the 10th, by the way, just in case you're wondering. In the 1972 Olympics, he won 4 individual gold medals and was the member of 3 winning relay teams. All 7 of his victories also resulted in world records. Now, I know that's been matched and beaten since, but even so, Mark Spitz, amazing. Oh, that post, by the way, that is a prop. You can just move that anywhere you like to make it all look very good indeed. So there you go, JP Hoshino Coffee by Koma. And that is today's asset of the day. And we're going to go back to Lake Amsvartnir. Amsvartnir. I'm sure it means something. Anyway, yes, so this isn't a recreation map, but it is worked from a real terrain height and just worked to make it more playable. It's the terrain height is originally from Chile, apparently. Very good, very good. Another, I mean, Waftthrudnir is just dreamy with their intersections. Yeah, some people make these intersections and they are so overly complicated or just crap. And Waftthrudnir has it just right, I feel. Has the minimalist but beautiful intersections, and all good. All good. They're probably one of the best for that. And they're also one of the best at stealing my ideas for map locations. You sod. I'm bitter. I am so bitter. I really am. I'm just... this is it. This is exactly, more or less, would have had less hills in the middle of the map, but to be honest with you, I think that I would be wrong, because this map just shows that hills in the middle of the map actually break it up very nicely indeed. So anyway, yes, now we've got some, I'm going to call it road glitching between, but it's not really. I'm not sure whether I don't like this or whether it's fine. It's probably fine. A little bit of glitching on the side there, but it's not glitching. It's just terrain heights. Oh, don't go down that hill, BonBon. Yeah, just terrain heights between the roads. It's negligible stuff, and there's no marks being knocked off of that. Not even a little tick in the box to say one more like that. No, none of that. I'm okay with it. It just I noticed it as I flew by it, so I thought I'd show it. Now this goes off a nice little intersection again, and this goes off towards the fog over the beautiful bridge. We're not even going to look at that bridge at all in today's show. It's fine, it's beautiful, it's perfect, and we're just going to ignore it because there's so many other things to look at. That's better. Another little intersection going on here. It's all very simple and twee and slick, and hours put in just to making those intersections perfect, and they are perfect. Now, tunnels. Of course, we've got network extensions too, which means we've got the fully rendered tunnels going on. They look great, but if you look down here on the right hand side, and again, I'm not losing any points for this, you could just see an encroaching prop, the tunnel of the tunnel entrance, the prop there is just encroaching slightly onto the road. Again, I suppose you could say that's a quarter of a notch on the you're going to lose marks, but we'll find something worse than that in a minute. Like here, it's kind of, you watch it zigzags kind of in a little bit. It's not bad. Again, you've got to be really pedantic to be getting in that close anyway, but I thought I'd show it. Yeah, that's the worst thing I can find, but it's not. And this, I have checked loading screen. I have no missing assets at all. I would say there was supposed to be a couple of pillars there. and there aren't any pillars there, and I feel that there should be. And I know that there really was intended to be, because if you come over here, you can see a little island in the middle there, Pillar Island. Yeah, so there is supposed to be pillars here. I don't know why they haven't rendered in, but this is a third load and they haven't actually shown up in any of them. And like I say, I have checked loading screen and there are no missing assets, props, anything from the load, so I don't know what's going on there. But again, it is off towards the edge of the map a little bit, so I don't mind it too much. There will be another issue later on in the show where there are things where I feel there are things there but they haven't rendered in for some reason, and I don't know, maybe the game is just glitching out on me. Possibly. Okay, next intersection here. Again, we could just I'm kind of doing a full lap of the map here, and you'll see everything is just of the highest standard. We could go to the fog there, but I want to go to the next one because there's rail in the next one and we can just jump off from the highways and onto the rail, and that'll be fine. Let's have a little peep in here. Now, see, that's nice. I'm okay with that. See, that's a good tunnel for those that really want to get down and peer into them, which I'd like to do. But again, unless there's something really bad, I don't think I would mark anybody down on having like a slightly encroaching prop where you're not supposed to be looking. I don't think I could do that. It's not like Blue Mantle, which is visible from the outside world. You've really got to get down to see that one. Okay, next intersection here. This will lead up into a valley where you'll see we have rail. I'm just going to come a little bit into the valley just to show you this does go into the fog, which it actually does. And we can skip across to the rail, which, as you can probably imagine, is of the highest standard. We've got no uppy downies, no lefty righties, no winky wonkies, no broken bits, and everything is just, again, of the highest standard. Waftthrudnir really does set standards and meets them. And that's kind of, it's one thing having standards, another thing meeting them. Now, I've got some texture glitching. And I don't know if this has happened for anybody else, but you may have noticed one of them already. But here, maybe, yeah, we'll show you this one. Just above the tunnel, you can see we've got a little bit of texture glitching going on there. I don't know what's causing that. I'm not massively bothered by it, but maybe a couple of bushes on that would have hidden it better. Or maybe some, if we haven't got grass prop subscribed to, but if we had something like that, just to cover it a little bit, is what I would have done personally had I noticed it, if they even appear on Waftthrudnir's system. Speaking of systems, I'm going to be going for a brand new system very soon. So I say very soon, within the month, hopefully. And then we'll be having a new graphics card, new processor, even more RAM. The full kit and caboodle. This system's nearly 5 years old now, so I'm feeling that maybe there are some things here, possibly like even on this map, that won't turn up if I've actually got the cutting edge industry standard gamers graphics card. Does that make sense? I think it kind of does, maybe. Anyway, we're just nipping over here, and then out towards the fog. So I think we are looking at those levels. The levels are all good. I think we can take an intermission.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to Lake Amsvartnir by Waftthrudnir and the shipping routes. And the shipping routes, first of all, underneath the no pillar bridge and into the main lake. Lake Amsvartnir itself, and the lake is fine. It's lovely. If you want to do some docks and shipping, this would be a particularly good one. In the real life lake, there is no shipping, so we've been a little bit of creative license, and this is why I say this isn't a recreation map. It's kind of like a realistic map. Anyway, down through the main lake, you may notice that we do have water movement, and then out here, escaping out to the fog down this way. Good water movement, but that isn't through the start square. So we'll go up this river here. Now this river is winding. You may notice it's very light water flow here, but that's fine because the water is flowing and that's what matters. But the thing is, this isn't going through the start square either. Lovely level water system, but the start square is this bit in the middle. As you can see here by the abandoned building requiring electricity and water there. And we have got, there you go, we've got the lake. There's water flow on the edge of the lake there, water flowing into it, so you can pump water from there and then poop it out there and it'll be fine. It'll work beautifully. So anyways, as he says, with water lashing his window, it's a big old storm in the United Kingdom at the moment, and 70 mile per hour winds and lashings of rain. It's all lovely. But yes, as I was saying, this is exactly what I had in mind. I had huge winding floodplains in mind, big buildable areas, hills on either side, none in the middle, but hey, and lots of lovely lakes as well. And that is, oh, you stole it. This is, I can't beat this. I feel I'm probably good at building maps, but I can't match this. This is next level. Anyway, this is this dirt track I told you about. It does go somewhere of note, and we'll check it out. So we go up into the hill. Now, if you're guessing, ooh, it's a castle, well, you would be right, but it's not your ordinary castle. It's a sprawling mass of broken walls in the layout of some form of possibly former Spanish fort or something like that. There we go. That looks pretty believable, I've got to say. Now if we go down to the main start area, not the main build area of the castle, you'll see we have got some props down here, and we've got some props over here as well. And I've got to say that it looks like there are bits missing, and I know we have subscribed to more. So if there are things actually missing here, like here, I imagine there are props or something going on there that haven't actually rendered in. And you can see we've got a little bit of glitching with the decal and the surface there. So yeah, it's I'm not marking the map down for it, because actually I don't feel it even needs these extra bits and pieces. It's been quite happy with just the walls itself, and those just a little bit of extra. So I feel they add a little bit on their own. There might be bits missing possibly. I don't feel it's necessary. Now into the lake, we have some islands on the lake, good size islands as well, like this one here, looks really nice. No, I wouldn't call any of these a BonBon island. And there's islands over here. This island has got like little twindly bits off of it, but it has something really odd about it. And I tried to get an independent person to check this, but unfortunately wasn't able to. But we have this very thin underwater, slightly surfacing bit that is maybe where people are supposed to walk across to get onto the island, and maybe in real life there is one like that. Without knowing which lake it is, I can't check. But here again, we've got, again, under the water there, we've got another one. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but if you have a look at the island, you may notice a little bit of like a griffin's head there. If we pull back, he's kind of like a griffin or a fox or a wolf with a spiky tail or something. Is that a leg, or is he having a long poo? I'm not quite sure. But that is definitely by design, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm just not really understanding. Is this glitching? Is this just my system? Is that by intent? I don't know. And I'm not marking it down because I can believe that it's by intent. Because it just looks like a man-made island. We have this river coming down from the mountains. We're nearly finished, by the way, guys, don't worry. And this is fine. I have no problems with that. I totally believe it. And more lashings of water on my window. And this river here, there is one thing up here that I would change. The whole map, one thing that I would change, and it's minor. It's really, really minor. It's this river here, which is feeding into this main river from the mountains, and I feel it would just cut that corner a little bit more. I'll show you what I mean. With that water flow coming here, it would, just the weight of water would just cut this area across there a little bit. Let me see if I can show you. Well, I feel it would anyway. So if I do a little bit of that, oh, I didn't mean to quite do that one, but it's fine. So I'll zoom that down there, and then we'll do one up again. Take out that ridge. Might need to pump that bit up a bit, slightly lower. Oh, by the way, 60-minute map fix. This is what I do for 60 minutes, fixing up a map, which is less good than this one by Waftthrudnir. So I do check that out on my channel. We do one every Friday. But yeah, I feel that that water is just a little bit more realistic. There you go. On the whole map, that's my biggest real grumble. But what do you think, hey? Hey, I'll give you one last little cycle of the... oh, hang on, we haven't shown you these mountains yet. Not much to see over here, apart from beautiful mountains, lovely trees, and a few little dotted hidden lakes as well, in realistic locations. So, yeah, I'm good with all of that. What do you think? Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. And blow me, it will be one of the top 10. It just will be. I can't believe it won't be. Okay, aesthetically. Well, he stole my idea, so it's 1 star. No, it's not. It's 5 stars. It's 5 stars. Yeah, where we're going to lose a star, I feel, will have to be on the detail, because I could let pretty much everything else go, but those missing pillars, and I can't see a reason for them to be missing, and I've got everything set correctly, so I've got to lose a star. Well, not lose a star. I can't award the 5th star. You're not losing a star by not getting the 5th star. It's 4 stars. It's excellent work throughout. I can't award perfection. Gameplay potential. Well, you've already heard me say that. It's exactly what I would build for me to play on. I think everybody else will have a great time on it as well. I think there's multiple ways of playing this. It's perfect in every single way. It's getting 5 stars, and I don't care. Lake Amsvartnir by Waftthrudnir. It's all the nears and no fars. But is it a BonBonB seal of approval? Of course it's a BonBonB seal of approval. You sod. You absolute sod and swine. Swine and sod. It's excellent, my friend. I love it. I'm just teasing. Oh, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Last night, yesterday morning's Steam Weekly Chart Show is on the screen now. Do go and check that one out. Oh, hang on. Also, the Viewer's Choice Top 10. I might link that instead. One of those. I'll catch you tomorrow for another What's Map, and tonight for Project Cars.